New developments tonight in the case of the American missionaries jailed after trying to take 33 Haitian children to the Dominican Republic. We have told you about the story. They are accused of kidnapping. Tonight, there are more questions being raised about who may have tried to help them and whether they actually told the truth to Haitian authorities. We've got two reporters in two countries working on the story. Dan Simon is at the group's home base in Meridian, Idaho, which is just outside of Boise. But we're going to start with Carl Penhall in Port-au-Prince on this. And Carl, I understand the focus today has been on a police officer who may have helped this group try to get these kids across the border. Explain what's going on.
That is certainly what we were focusing on today. In fact, a senior police official has confirmed to CNN that a Haitian policeman who worked at the Dominican consulate has been taken in for questioning about whether he provided illegal travel documents for the American missionaries and took a bribe in return. We don't have any further details of that investigation right now, but we do know from the 3 Haitian interpreters that were helping translate for the Americans during their stay in Haiti that the Americans had 2 meetings with a Haitian policeman who worked at the Dominican embassy, one on Tuesday, one on Thursday, and according to the interpreters, they say that the Haitian policeman offered to help the Americans with paperwork because the Americans realized they didn't have the proper documentation. Also today, I talked to the Dominican consul here in Haiti, and he says that he met Laura Silsby, the American missionary group leader, on Friday, and he said very categorically that he couldn't give her any permission to enter the Dominican Republic because she had no legal documents in place. I believe we've got some sound from that interview that we did with him. This is what he had to say.
It looks like, Carl, I'm sorry, we don't have your soundbite there. Apologies. I do want to ask you, though, about these accusations also today that the leader of this group may have been lying. What can you tell us about that?
Well, again, really circling around what the information from the Dominican consulate, because all along in the jailhouse interviews that we've done with Laura Silsby, she admitted that she had no documents and no passports, no exit permits from the Haitian government, but she always told us that she had a legal permission from the Dominican authorities to allow the children into the Dominican Republic. I put that to the Dominican consulate, Carlos Castillo, and he said in no way did he give out any travel document to the American missionaries. In fact, he said that he heard of their plan, he sat with Laura Silsby and warned her, do not travel. If you travel, you will be stopped at the border and you will be accused of child trafficking. 4 hours after that meeting, Laura Silsby and 4 other Americans, along with the 33 children, were stopped, and of course the rest we know. They are now in jail and accused of child trafficking. Campbell.
All right, let me turn now to Dan Simon, because Dan has been looking into this group, Dan, I know, at their base in Idaho. Tell us what you found out.
Well, Campbell, picking up on what Carl has said, we spent our day looking into the background of Laura Silsby. She's the director, so it's fair to look at her qualifications and to look into her background. And what we found is that she's had some financial problems. She runs a website called personalshopper.com. At one point, it had as many as 50 employees. Now it has just a handful. We can tell you that as far as the group is concerned, remember, she was running this group, and what they told us is basically Laura Silsby is a qualified person. And I want to talk about this award she won in 2006 from a group called enetworkwomen.com. And that group basically said that she had an incredible track record as it relates to helping disadvantaged children. Now, let's put all that aside. It's fair to say that there are some disturbing questions about whether or not this group was truly qualified to undertake such an ambitious mission. I just want to go through a couple of things. First of all, this group had absolutely no experience running an orphanage. No experience. It also never registered as a nonprofit. Wasn't even registered as an international adoption agency. And finally, Campbell, it has never been made clear how they would have the financial wherewithal to run this orphanage over a long period of time. So what you're left with is an impression that perhaps this wasn't the most qualified group to run this orphanage, but I have to tell you, everything that we've seen and talking to a lot of folks here, we haven't seen anything other than the fact that they seem noble, at least in their intentions, to really want to help these people.
All right,
Campbell?
so still a lot of unanswered questions here, obviously. Dan Simon for us and Carl Pinhall reporting from Haiti as well. Thanks, guys. We'll be back in a moment. We're going to